Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 2 of What If Naruto Got All Kurama Powers Before the Chunin Exams. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Got a New Tail Beast from the Shinigami over Anime King 2 and enjoy that guys. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto Was a Genius Experimenter. And enjoy that guys. And remember, for you in the first time you hear my voice, and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King 2, Anime King 3, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. Link will be down in the description for the rest of the other channels. And yeah, turn on the bell notifications, stay posted. So without further ado, what do you say we jump right into this new episode? Start the intro. So the last time we left out, Jiraiya decided to take a more hands-on approach on Naruto's training. Firstly, he decided to embark in Naruto training with the Kyuubi's power. So with that, he pushed Naruto off the cliff and jumped down. As Naruto found himself in his mindscape, that is where he came face to face with the fox. First thing you want to know was, why did the fox attack the village? After speaking to Jiraiya and hearing what Jiraiya had to say, that the fox had been stuck in him this entire time, he wondered how the fox feel. Kurama was surprised. Firstly, he asked Naruto to change the environment to see whether it was a test, and Naruto did, allowing him more freedom than before. Kurama was grateful for that. This kid was nothing like his other two hosts. He'd allowed the other one to force him his power because all she wanted was just to keep the peace. But this child has come in here and shown him respect and asked for his help as well, without trying to forcefully take his chakra. So with that, Kurama decided to grant Naruto all the power that he could grant him. As Naruto was surprised by that, Jiraiya had called Yamato so that he could help just in case Naruto power went overboard. As a fluctuation of chakra exploded out of Naruto because inside Naruto was pulling. As he pulled on the fox chakra, he pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled until the thing flooded inside of him and created a massive orb above him. The fox told him that he couldn't use all 100% right now. It would damage his little body. He would need to train and understand the power, but there was several perks that he gets with gaining the full power of the Biju. Kushina and Minato had saw everything where they were, as the dead goddess Shinigami was standing there behind them. He was not surprised that they were using the seal to see Naruto alive, as they were so proud of their boy. They didn't want him to find out yet about Minato. There were still dangers out there that he could not handle, but he was fine if he found out about Kushina. So Irison was completely caught off guard when the feeling of death crept up to him. He thought it was his time, but it was not. The god of death merely came to inform about what Naruto's parents' desire, and a letter as well from an unknown person that Irison didn't know who he was talking about yet. So with that, Naruto took everything. When he got there, he was shocked as he found out his mother's name. He was happy to finally know who his mother was, as he even cried. The letter was from Zabuza, who wanted him to go to the wave and take his sword, to carry on the legacy of the demon of the mist and hold his blade. As Naruto and Jiraiya went to the wave, along with Yamato, as Naruto was rather angry about Kakashi's behavior towards him, leaving him to be trained by that man, and not even taking time to teach him anything else. Hiruzen decided to look into this all, and he found some disturbing things, which really angered him as he decided to call the source of the problem to his office to find out just what in the world was going on. He decided to also remove Naruto from Team 7, and assign Yamato to be the one to teach Naruto, given that Naruto was now embarking in this dangerous part of its training with the Kyuubi's power, which was unpredictable and, well, vastly powerful than any of them knew. Naruto went towards the Land of Wave, as he arrived toward the sword, while the others went into town. It was then a woman arrived as she started to attack him. After showing her letter, she calmed down. It seems like she knew Zabuza as well, as she came by every often to pay her respect, as her name was Meiterume. She gave Naruto a scroll with water techniques inside, and apologies for attacking him like that and hitting him as well, as she told him to carry on the legacy of Zabuza, which Naruto said that he would definitely do. As the family was watching Naruto from the window that Shinigami gave them, he was being rather generous, because the Shinigami saw something that will change the elemental nation. Upon seeing this happen, upon seeing the fox give Naruto full control, the destiny of many people will change. So with that, Naruto started to train. Jiraiya and Yamato trained him for the past 3 weeks to get him prepared for the upcoming Chunin exams. As 3 weeks passed, Jiraiya stood as he looked towards Naruto facing off against Yamato. The child had grown a lot, exponentially in the past 3 weeks. It just goes to show, with a good teacher, there isn't anything that this child cannot do. The child just needs a teacher by his side to show him what to do, and he will accomplish it. So yeah guys, basically that's what I thought you guys again. So wait across the play check for yourself. So what do you say we jump right into this new episode? Let's begin now guys. Alright kid, show me what you got, said Jiraiya, as he was the one facing Naruto now instead of Tenzo. As Naruto flashed through hand sign, water style, water dragon! Jiraiya was surprised as he saw Naruto pull water from the air and shot it towards him. That was a B-rank jutsu, and he didn't teach him that. Naruto has been trained on his own after finding out about the clone secret. Before he had a chance to put up a defense, he heard another yell, water style, Great colliding shockwave! Jiraiya flashed through hand sign, earth style. Earth bunker, he said, forming a dome over himself. He wasn't finished though, as the dome blocked Naruto attacks. Jiraiya then flashed through hand sign. As he wasn't finished, earth style, earth dragon bullet. Seeing it coming, Naruto slammed his hand down, earth style. Earth dragon wall, he said. He created a 10-foot wall as the earth bullets smashed against it, but they did not get through, not even one of them. Once it was finished, the earth wall broke away into mud, as Naruto was behind it panting. Man, 2 B ranks and a C rank, and I have already used a fourth of my reserve, said Naruto. Jiraiya walked over. Kid, the reason is, you pull water from the air itself, instead of going for a lake, or even from the ground underneath you, seeing as your natural element is wind. It would be incredibly difficult for you to use other elements like that, not to mention pulling the water directly from the air. Other people can't even do something like that, but you still had enough chakra to even use, too, and even use that earth wall as well. Not to mention you cut the hand signs rather short. You did not use them to their fullest, and that took more chakra as well. The second Hokage only used 1 hand sign to use the water dragon, said Naruto. If I can do it with less hand signs, it will be more useful in a fight. Very true. But to do that you have to have proper Kage control, which even with Shadow Clone training and the Kyuubi no longer mess up my chakra flow, that will still take a few years, kid. So what now? Said Tenzo as he walked over. He needs to be back in a week, so we still have a few days to train him. Why not give the kid a break? Without using the Fox chakra, he's already low Chunin level, and with it, he's already low Jonin. He deserves some time off. Plus we still have to get him his new clothes, since we destroyed that outfit. Come on kid, me and Tenzo has a surprise for ya. Time skip back at Konoha. Sasuke flashed through hand sign once again, as he gripped his forearm. Electricity started to tear through the ground, as he started to rip everything apart. His Sharingan were blazing as he rushed, tearing the ground as he moved, as he leaped. Chidori! He slammed it into the chest of the dummy. He panted as his hand was all the way through. Very good Sasuke, but you still haven't mastered it yet. We will try again tomorrow. For right now, let us work on speed. And remember Sasuke, the Chidori, only purpose is to kill. It's an assassination technique. that should never be used against your comrades, no matter the situation. Sasuke nodded as he turned away from his sensei. This is a perfect tool to kill him. He thought to himself. Time skip, back in the land of Wave. The weapon shop. Welcome back, Shinobi-san. Welcome to my store, Naruto-sama, the man said. Hello, Kodayo. Have you finished the orders? Asked Jiraiya. But of course, the young seamstress finished the large one a week ago. The second order finished a few days ago, said Kodayo. Let me go get them for you. As Naruto watched as the man went to the back. Did he just call me Sama? Said Naruto. That he did, kid. I imagine everyone in this village, hell, the whole country think of you as a hero. It's true. You haven't seen it because you've been to the graves and Tetsuna-san's. But everyone that has seen my headband asks about you. And all of them has nothing but good things to say. Of course. You saved our country, Naruto-sama. You showed us that we could still fight. You gave us a reason to keep on going. The shop owner said as he came out of the room, with 3 boxes. These 3 are your orders. This third one was left here, by a beautiful red-headed woman. Mei-chan? Said Naruto. As he questioned to himself, Jiraiya heard him. Oh, he said. So the kid has a cute girlfriend he's been hiding from us. What do you think, Tenzo? Tenzo looked towards Naruto. Well, that would be rather strange. I'm curious to when you would have met her. I mean, we got here. We started training almost instantaneously. Oh, I met her when I went to go and get my blade. She was by Zabuza's grave. She said that he was a friend of hers. But she had to go back to the mist, said Naruto. She's the one who gave me the scroll that had all the water jutsu I know. Must be a fellow genin. Do you know her last name, kid? Well, no. She never gave it to me, said Naruto. Hey, what did she left me, said Naruto. Well, let's see, the store owner said, as he handed the box over to Naruto. Naruto opened the box as he pulled out 2 belts and a letter. He looked over the letter first. Dear Naruto-kun, it was one of Zabuza's dreams to truly master the art of silent killing, which, according to him, was to become truly undetectable. I am not sure that is possible, but seeing that he left his blade to you, I believe that you're the one to finish this dream. I don't have any scrolls on silent killing technique, but hopefully this will help. Simply put 1 bell around your chest and 1 around your waist. Channel some chakra into them, and the sword will stick to them, even through your clothing. Make him proud, Naruto-kun. May. It was signed at the end. Kid, if you keep going at this rate, you'll be buried in letters and gifts, said Jiraiya with a laugh. But that will work perfect with our gifts, he said. Naruto opened the other box and saw the new clothing. As Tenzo spoke, we knew that you liked the orange color so much, and that you wouldn't give it up. So we simply toned it down a bit. Go ahead and try it on. I believe there's a changing room over in the corner. Naruto rushed off with the box. As he came back a few minutes later, as he was wearing a dark blue shirt, long sleeve, with orange stripes, toned down going from his arm straight down. There was a dark crimson black swirl on his back. His pants were much the same as his shirt, dark blue Anbu style pants that had the same orange stripes that came from his hips going down. Going into his dark orange shinobi sandals, his mother headband was still around his head. Looking sharp, kid. Looks like you're gonna be breaking a lot of hearts, said Jiraiya. As he couldn't help but think, he looked just like Minato. Can't wait to see everyone's smug faces when he arrived and beat the crap out of the Hyuga, he thought to himself. It's awesome, said Naruto. Thank you both so much, as tears were in his eyes. The shop owner was amazed that the hero of waves was reduced to tears just by being given an outfit. Open the last one, kid, said Jiraiya. If you like the outfit, he's gonna love this. It's just a shame the village held him back. Minato, would you have saved them if you knew this was gonna be your son's fate? Jiraiya thought to himself. As Naruto pulled the lid off, and what he saw, his eyes widened. No way, he said, as he pulled out a blue jacket with orange flames licking the bottom and sleeve. On the back was a kanji for Demon of the Leaf. Naruto threw it on, as it fit the twin belts that made up his holster. In the front of the jacket there was a spot that he could hook a forehead protector. You guys didn't need to do all of this, said Naruto. I may not have needed to, but I did. You said you wouldn't wear his jacket, so I made you your own, said Jiraiya. As you remember, clear as day. Flashback. Naruto. Kid, you alright? Yeah. Better than ever, said Naruto. As he walked on the bridge, studying every inch of it as he walked. Naruto, what was in that scroll Lord Hokage gave you? asked Tenzo. Oh, that, said Naruto. As he pulled it out, I never check. It's a seal. Well, what are you waiting for, brat? Put some chakra in the center of the seal, said Jiraiya. As Naruto applied chakra and poof. As he looked at the coat of the fourth Hokage. Why would he give me this? Cause, brat, when you see that beast inside of you, it wasn't just to save the village. He wanted you to be able to use the power to protect the village. Know that you can do just that. He would want you to have that. I can't wear this, said Naruto. He was the greatest shinobi of all time. It wouldn't be right to wear this, not until I'm Hokage. Jiraiya couldn't help but remember Minato refusing a gift from himself, for the same reason. Huh. He's just like you, Minato. These times always made Jiraiya so sad, that he never got to see his son grow. End of flashback. Alright, brat, no tears. We have less than a week going, and we still have another place to go. Time skip. Konoha. The third observed the three men in front of him. Hayate was coughing as usual. His condition was getting better, but he kept up the appearance of being sickly, so that people underestimate him. What have you all found, he asks, as Hiruzen looked towards them. Well, we believe that there has been major favoritism being shown through the entire academy. But as far as Kakashi is concerned, he's just been a bad sensei. Shitty one to be exact, said Ibiki as he handed the Hokage a binder. Explain the Kakashi part first and then the academy. Well, up until the Uchiha obtained the curse seal, Kakashi seemed to have only teach teamwork exercises and used D-rank missions as physical training. Usually, this would be frowned upon, but by all accounts, Team 7, teamwork was held together by a thread, so I personally cannot blame him too much, especially since, for most of his life he believes that teamwork is the most important part of being a shinobi. The C rank that turned into a A rank. Looking back, not that bad of an idea. Kakashi had estimated to be mid B rank, and he could handle it by himself, judging by his record. I believe that he thought the stress of a high rank mission would kick them to working together. Subsequently, it did both that, as Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno started working better with Naruto Uzumaki, who Kakashi said at one point was the glue that held the team together. Anko then started up next. After Kakashi found out that Sasuke was marked with the curse mark, he immediately started to set up a sealing room, asking my guy to watch over his team as he did so. He then reported that he sealed the curse mark with a twin evil suppressing seal. Right after his preliminary match, making Sasuke being able to control it by his will. Which personally I think is the most stupidest thing that he could ever have done. The brat has a revenge complex, and he would run to any source of power that can help him. Sir Toby had to agree with Anko on that level. He made a mental note to have Jiraiya apply another set of seals to destroy the possibility of ever using that mark ever again. Anything that concerned Orochimaru was never good at all. Hayate then spoke up next. After that, we have several witnesses saying that they saw Uzumaki and Kakashi outside of Rock Lee's room. An argument broke out after Kakashi tossed Naruto aside to special Jonin Ebisu, and he was heard over saying that Uzumaki was not worth his time at the moment. After that, he took Sasuke out of the village to train. They're currently on the Blossom Forest Canyon, Hayate said. It's my personal opinion that Kakashi is promoting the Uchiha's growth to do right by Obito by helping Sasuke, making Chunin then. Maybe he will help out Naruto and the Haruno. Yes, Jiraiya had said that they were training there, and I got the paperwork from Kakashi. What have you all found out about the academy? Shinma stepped forward and began. At first it seemed like Uzumaki was simply a dead lass, which wouldn't be that surprising, seeing that he had no one to help him outside the classes. Looking back on the assistant class scores, he was scoring low class grades, but he didn't outright fail, which leads us to believe that the instructors only taught him half of the curriculum. His physical scores were much the same, just half above the passing. But going back to look at the Uzumaki's top 5 scores, he was up there in evasion, speed, reflex, and usually able to get out of certain predicaments, until teachers started to sabotage him. This continued until he reached Iroka class, where he started to improve. By the middle of the year he was in the center of the class. It was then that other teachers started to volunteer their help to train Naruto in other different kind of subjects. And then he just completely fell back and becoming the dead last. Thank you for the report. I would like every teacher, active or retired, if you believe that had a hand in stunting Naruto's growth, to be sent to you and Ibiki directly, he said, looking towards Uncle. If these claims are true, they are to be charged with treason for undermining the military power of the village. If you manage to connect anything with them and Mizuki, anything other than a friendship level, I want their memories to be scanned by Inoichi. Understood, Harrison said. All of them nodded. Meanwhile, Perfect Sage, what is this place? As Naruto looked at the buildings, it's like they haven't seen contact in at least 20 years. This is the Uzumaki Shrine, kid. Usually, it's impossible to find because of all the genjutsu and the barrier crap. I thought this place was a myth, said Tento. It's no myth. You can only enter this place if you've been inside before, without Uzumaki. Come on, brat, we got 5 days till the Chunin exams, and I think it's time you start to learn some other chakra controlling exercises. As Naruto was looking around, the sooner we get started, the sooner you can take a look around, said Jiraiya. Time skip. 5 days later. Chunin exam stadium. Hello, Hokage-dano. I see you're in good health. The Kazekage stated that he had a seat with his bodyguard. Same for you, Kazekage-dano. It is quite a trip from your village to mine, said Sarutobi. Never did like the desert. It took a fair bit for a man in the Second Great War, said Jiraiya as he appeared beside Harrison. Then again, our forests did the same for Kumo, so I guess I can't complain. Indeed, it also helped with the conditioning of our shinobis, said the Kazekage. Excuse me, Hokage-dano, but I believe that we're missing some competitors down there. Harrison looked down. Everyone was there except for Dosu and Naruto, who had gone missing in a month break. Jiraiya, where is Naruto? You were supposed to be back yesterday. We bunked overnight outside the village. Don't worry though, he will be here. He probably already is, though you might not recognize him, said Jiraiya, as Harrison gave him a questioning look at that. Down in the arena floor, Uzumaki shows that he's nothing but a failure. At least he knows that he should quit fate, as hard to declare me the winner. You better show up, dope, Sasuke thought, as he really wanted to know what that power was. Kakashi and him had made their way, as he came across to see that it was none other than Naruto, after he felt that extreme, large amount of power when they first arrived to Foster Canyon. I came back a full day early so I can question that dope on the power. And he isn't even here, Sasuke said, anger in his tone. If I crush someone's toes, can they still walk? I wonder. I'll ask the doctor when I get back home, Gara thought to himself. Oh shit, Gara has that calculated look in his eyes. I hope father knows what he's doing, thought Temari. Bananas are delicious, Shino thought to himself. I wonder where the Uzumaki is. He only has a minute to show up. Lucia is here. As Genma glanced around, not seeing the Uzumaki at all. Perhaps if I crush only one set of toes, will they walk around in circles? As Gara glanced around, where is the Uzumaki? Mother said to be wary of him, Gara thought. Naruto Uzumaki has 1 minute to report to the arena before he is disqualified. Silence fell over the arena until a voice sounded up. Feel free to start the match. I'm already here. A horrified look appeared on several faces, that being mostly Team 7, the flashbacks of Zabuza coming back to them. Neji because he could not find the source of the voice, with his all-seeing eyes as the voice was coming from all directions yet he could not pinpoint it. Guy and Kurenai who both faced one of the 7 Ninja swordsmen in battle. It was the same eerie feeling as they snapped their gaze around. Alright, with Neji, Hyuga and Naruto Uzumaki remain, wherever you are, everyone else, move back towards the contestant booth. Are both fighters ready? Of course. If Uzumaki is too cowardly to not show himself, Neji stated, with a confident smirk, although on the inside he was becoming a bit agitated that he could not find him at all. Such a shame. Naruto's voice did not sound normal. In fact, it started to freak people out. You Hyugas are said to see everything yet. You cannot see what is in plain sight. I guess the Hyugas are not as great as everyone believes. Show yourself, coward, said Neji. There is no reason to hide. Victory will still be mine. A ninja is a silent assassin, protecting the village from the shadows. An unseen protector. I am anything but a coward. I am a true ninja, but seeing that you're incompetent, I am right here. Everyone turned as the voice now sounded clear as they glanced up, as he was crouching on top of the Kage's boots. Most of the older people were shocked. The headband that he was wearing that came down to the side of his face, it caused two of his bangs to frame the side of his face. His blue eyes, his coat, whipping behind him. They were shocked as they started to whisper, why did he look exactly like the fourth Hokage? Kakashi was shocked, unable to even think. After seeing how much Naruto resembled his sensei, Naruto disappeared as Naruto blade slammed into the ground in front of Neji. Neji turned, surprised by his speed. Start the match. It's time this bastard pay for his actions. Right, first match. Naruto Uzumaki versus Neji Hyuga. Begin! As Hayate jumped away. Nice entrance, but style points doesn't actually make you win. You are fated to lose, said Neji. I'm not here to talk, said Naruto as he flashed two hand signs. Water style. Great colliding water wave! Neji's eyes went wide as Naruto released a torrent of water that picked him up and he was thrown. His body smashed into the wall. The arena was covered in a thick layer of water as Neji pulled himself from the wall, dropping on top of the water. Get up, said Naruto. I am tired of being underestimated. I'm going to make it be known here and now that I'm not the dead last. I am not some cannon fodder, said Naruto as he channeled the Kyuubi's chakra enough to shield his chakra network, giving him a reddish glow. You better pull out all the stops, Neji, because I'm coming for you, said Naruto. Up in the stands. When did Naruto get so cool? Ino thought to herself. She was shocked. Her interest in him skyrocketed by this new, changed Naruto. Hey, when did he learn that jutsu? He never used it against me. And what's up with that blade, said Kiba, angry that the blonde was holding back so much on him. That blade is Zabuza Momokai blade, said Sakura. Who's Zabuza Momokai, said Joji. An A-rank missing nin that we fought in our first C-rank mission. It's likely that Naruto went back to the bridge in the month of training. Plus he's wearing his headband like Zabuza did. A way to show respect, said Kakashi in surprise, as he wondered why. Were you hiding your strength away from me, Naruto, he thought. Sarutobi smiled as he looked down, Minato cushioning. If only you could see him now, he thought to himself. Back in the arena floor, Neji released a flurry of attacks. Using his quick reflex and momentum, Naruto was able to dodge each and every one of them, shocking the Hyugas. People should not be that close to a Hyuga, as Naruto spun and delivered a vicious kick. But Neji blocked it with his arm. Neji winced as he was forced to block another blow. They were intense. This is insane. How? How could he have gotten this stronger in such a short amount of time? And what is this red glow? What is this chakra that's around his body? It's time I end this, said Naruto, as Naruto jumped, kicking up some of the water beneath his feet. He flashed through hand signs so that Neji could not see because the water was in front of him. The moment the water dropped though, water style, water dragon jutsu. The water rose up as a massive dragon was formed. Neji's eyes widened. The thing came down towards him with tremendous speed. He had no choice. He never thought he would have to use it so quickly. Rotation, he said. The dragon exploded as it made contact with the dome of chakra, stopping it. Neji frowned. You still cannot escape your fate. Do you understand now? The moment you was made my opponent, I was fated to win this match. And now, you are in my range, said Neji. As Neji started to assault Naruto. 64 hits. But Naruto's body was trembling, but yet, he was not moving a step back. In fact, it seemed like he was tanking all of the hits. Neji kept on increasing his thrust, as Neji delivered a brutal kick. After the 64 palms, Naruto skidded back on the water. Fall. Damn it, fall, said Neji, confused how he was still standing. Is that all you got? Well, if it is. As Naruto moved, Neji was surprised and the water started to kick up. The speed that he was coming at was something that Neji couldn't even follow without his Byakugan. But Naruto already reached him in time. Blam! The fist connected with his face, his head was thrown back. Fate mean nothing to me, said Naruto as he grabbed Neji's arm and fisted him in the stomach. Neji's whole body was lifted off the ground. Fate, revenge, those things are nothing but things that weak people use to defend their justice for their actions. as Naruto kicked Neji this time up in the ear. The Hyuga prodigy was gasping in pain, unable to defend himself. And that is why I believe in none of them. So remember this good. Naruto Uzumaki is above that all. And I will continue to grow stronger and stronger. It doesn't matter what your fate or any revenge or justification said. Nothing will stop me. As Naruto's fist collided with Neji's cheek, throwing him back, the Hyuga prodigy slammed into the wall as he collapsed on the ground. The place was speechless. Naruto walked over to where he planted his sword in the ground. He pulled it out as it attached to his back, without any holster, as Naruto walked off. Winner! Naruto Uzumaki, said Genma. Up in the Kage's boot. He's grown well, Jiraiya. Once again you proved to be one of the best senseis the world has ever known, said Sarutobi, with a kind laugh. Actually, sensei, he did most of what you see on his own. I taught him a few earth jutsus, and refined his light jutsu, and his shock control, said Jiraiya with a smirk as he thought about how hard his student worked. That brat. I hate that brat. It's obvious that he's Minato's son. I want him dead. With the way things are going right now, he can become a serious threat for me in the future. I know. I'll postpone the invasion and let Gara kill him. I'll just have Kabuto-kun step in. If Sasuke-kun is in danger, with his medical ninjutsu training, he will be able to help. Thought Orochimaru as he sent out a discreet message towards the medical ninja. Up in the contestant booth. Where did you learn that jutsu, dope? Hey, I'm talking to you, said Sasuke, but Naruto walked past him. Naruto stopped in front of Gara. You are 1, I am 9, he said. Everyone was confused and quiet. Yes, mother told me as much. I wish to fight you the most, said Gara. Then it will be a fight between us, said Naruto. You finish your fight quickly, and I'll fight you with everything I have. And don't kill him, said Naruto. Gara looked into his eyes. I will not kill him. But if you disappoint me, he will die. Along with everyone else, said Gara, with a bloodthirsty grin. As Naruto turned. Hey dope, I said answer me. Why do you have Zabuza Blade? And where did you learn those jutsus? Said Sasuke. Flashback. Alright Naruto, it's time I tell you something that it took most of my life to figure out, said Jiraiya as he sat down right beside Naruto. What is it, sensei? Said Naruto. He knew whenever Jiraiya used his name that he was serious. There are a certain type of people in this world. There are those that face the world head on, and there are certain type of people that hide behind their beliefs. We tend to face everything head on, using our own power. Then there are those like Orochimaru who was hidden his entire life. As a child, he lost his parents, and he used it as an excuse. He never got over the tragedy of losing his parents, and he slowly switched crutches, moving from honor to revenge, then even fate as well. Naruto, only the weak hide behind words. The strong face their opponent with everything they got. In the flashback, Sasuke gripped Naruto's shirt as he was yelling to him to answer him, as Naruto's hand shot out and gripped him by the throat. Sasuke was stunned as Naruto started to squeeze. He tried to pry Naruto's hand off of him, but Naruto held on to him tight. No more, said Naruto. I've learned a lot about myself, a lot about this world, things that I never thought about. No longer will I be Team 7 punching bag. I'm tired. You want my hard work? Well, too bad. I've worked for everything I ever had, while you use those vile eyes of yours to steal others' hard work. This is the last time I say it. I will never give you anything that is mine, said Naruto. As Naruto threw Sasuke out in the stadium, Sasuke was forced to flip as he landed on the wall, crashing down a bit. Good to see that you finally joined us, said Genma. Are the both of you ready? Uzumaki is my target. This Uchiha no longer interests me. It was a waste to even fight him to begin with, Gara thought, as he started to pour chakra into the ground. Usually, I will play around with you, but I need answers to my dope. I'll end this in one move, Sasuke said as he activated his Sharingan. Begin, said Genma. Sasuke immediately jumped away. He created the distance that he would need to gather speed. This is the power of the Uchiha as he gripped his wrist after going to one sign. Shidori! As the lightning started to cackle, it sounded like 1,000 birds chirping. As Sasuke moved, before Gara created a massive dome, he made sure that it was longer than the Uchiha's arm. Sasuke plunged his arm through it, trying to push through until Sasuke started to scream. The hand that was inside, Gara covered with sand, as he dislocated out of his shoulder. Sand then exploded from the ground, grabbing Sasuke. As the sand that Sasuke was currently plunging his arm through wrapped around the rest of his body, holding him tight. You're lucky that Uzumaki wants you alive. If I was him, I would have killed you a long time ago. Maybe he just want to cut ties and then be over with it. Well, that would be a bitter thought, said Gara. That is the only reason why you're not dead, he said. Because the one I truly want to fight is Uzumaki. You bore me. Proctor, end the match before I get rid of him, said Gara. Tenma came over. Winner, Gara of the desert, he said. Hope that Uzumaki give me a good fight, or else I will be coming back to finish you up, said Gara as he walked away, the sand dropping from around Sasuke. Sasuke was shocked and in pain. Time skip. As Naruto was summoned to the Hokage's boot, you summoned me, he said. Quite the performance, Naruto. I'm not surprised that your affinity is water, with Kushina being your mother. I shouldn't be surprised you are Uzumaki after all. Well, it's kind of not my affinity. Mine is wind, said Naruto. The Kazekage in Hiruzen was shocked. What? Are you saying that you were able to use 2 of the most infamous water jutsu with less than 2 normally required hand sign, without a water affinity Hiruzen asked, as he couldn't believe what he was hearing? Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of having 2 high-rank named jutsu if it take like 5 to 15 seconds just to finish the seals alone? I would be dead before I even got halfway through finishing the seals, said Naruto. But he was still getting a shocked look from Hiruzen, as the old man looked at him, as he couldn't believe what he was hearing. Neither could the Kazekage. This was quite a development, it seems. That is not what I'm talking about, Naruto. The fact is, not even I can do that jutsu without the full amount of seals, said Hiruzen as he glanced down to where Shikamaru started the battle, as he turned to see a confused look on Naruto's face. I know every jutsu within Konoha, minus personal jutsus of the ninja clans. I can use every basic element, but I only have an affinity for earth and fire. I can perform a fire dragon and earth dragon with 2 to 3 hand signs. But for jutsus like the water or lightning dragon, I must use all the hand signs. Oh, so does that mean I have affinity for water and earth and wind as well, said Naruto. But when I did that card thing, it only showed me wind. Can you do earth jutsus with less than the standard amount of seals required? Here's an axe. As Naruto nodded, you're indeed a very talented shinobi, Naruto, he said, with a smile on his face. Don't be too surprised if you make Chunin at the end of this finals. Let him fight Gara first. I was rather disappointed in the Uchiha. Perhaps you can give Gara a challenge, young Uzumaki, stated the Kazekage, as he truly wants to see what he can do, especially if he heard right about him being Kushina's son. I have to, otherwise your son will kill my friends, even if it means starting a war. It makes me wonder, if he has such free reign in the ally village, how does he behave in his own village? Questioned Naruto as he tapped into a bit of Kurama's chakra to spike his senses. As he felt the anger coming from the Kazekage, he was trying to subdue it, but Naruto could still feel it, being the close proximity and the Kyuubi having a knack for this thing. As the Kazekage narrowed his gaze under his veil, I suggest you tread lightly, Genin. Insulting a Kage, even the allied one, can cost you your life, the Kazekage said. Jiraiya was about to interrupt, but Naruto felt a spike of negative emotion from the man. As he looked at the Kazekage, I would rather kill myself than die by the hands of a man who doesn't even have the respect of his own son. At least that is what I hope is going on. I would hate to find out that you're betraying our trust. After all, letting a mentally unstable Jinchuriki loose in any village could be considered an act of war. As Naruto turned his head towards Hiruzen, may I go now, he said. Sir Tobi nodded. Of course, my boy, he said. Be careful fighting Gara. He's much stronger than Neji. As Naruto nodded and walked off, he then paused beside Jiraiya. Something's wrong, Perfect Sage, said Naruto. There is 4 signatures, and there's only 2 guards behind him, and all of them are filled with negativity, said Naruto, in a whisper. Meanwhile, at the medic bay, you're very skilled for being a genin. We have already repaired all the joints in your fingers and your elbow. The random medical ninja that was dedicated to fix the Uchiha all but crushed arm. It's really nothing. All the joints were popped out of place with a pulling motion. He should be back to normal in no time, said Kabuto with a smile. Though on the inside his mind was running a mile a minute. Orochimaru-sama ordered me to heal Sasuke, but doing this will delay the invasion. It could even stop it from happening. Just what is going on? Does he perhaps want to see that idiots get killed by Gara? Kabuto thought to himself. Back toward the stadium as Naruto was in his mindscape. As he was asking Kurama about the abilities of the Shikaku. Well, you've already seen him use Sen. But Minajinju he can transform into a half-transformed state. Or maybe even a full Shikaku. Lucky for you, I know the best way to slow him down. Or maybe even stop his sand attacks completely. Simply soak him with water. So all I need to do is soak his sand with water. No. Soaking that sand with water would only slow down the movement of that sand. You need to converge his entire body, especially that gout on his back. Then once that is soaking wet, you then proceed to beat the crap out of him. And what if he transforms, said Naruto? Well, you have that sword on your back, don't you? If he go half form, soak him in water, and then hack away. If he go full form, well then, I guess we're just gonna find out how much chakra you can truly handle. What was your last max out? 12% flow rate. That is what I could use 2 days ago, said Naruto. That should be just about enough for the lower 6 tails. You're still not skilled enough for the tail beast change, just yet. Tell me, how is the tail beast bomb coming? Kurama asks. Meanwhile, with Gara. What's he planning? We were supposed to begin when you beat the Uchiha. Kankuro asked his brother. It does not matter, Gara said. I get to fight the Uzumaki in 10 minutes. He will be the one to test my power. Gara's eyes were intensely focused down on the stadium. What's so special about the Uzumaki? You tossed the Uchiha around like he was nothing. So why would the Uzumaki be any different? Baki said as he overheard what was going on. As he was also confused why the invasion was not starting. And he was also confused by Gara's choice of target. He was supposed to target the strong Jonins, not some punk that got lucky by destroying a Hyuga. My choices are none of your concern. Just know I choose who I'm going to fight. This invasion is none of my priority, said Gara, his eyes turning back towards the arena. Moments later, Naruto appeared in a red blur, or as they call it, a Kurama Shunshin. Not everyone was in their seats yet, as he glanced around. Kakashi was glancing down towards him. Well, that figures. Surprised by his new development and look. And perhaps surprised that he beat Neji down when his star pupil could not beat Gara. Oh well, he didn't care. He was already off Team 7 already. He wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. Sakura had yet to notice that he was on the arena floor. That or she just didn't care. She too was most likely angry that he beat Neji when Sasuke lost his match. Ino was looking at him differently though. She was looking at him that way that she looked at Sasuke. He wasn't sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Tintin, Guy and Lee were all talking amongst themselves, most likely surprised that he had beaten Neji. Shikamaru and Shino had made their way back to their respective senseis. And Shikamaru was being congratulated for his loss. Well, he did give up in the end, saying that he was running low on chakra, and Shino was just listening around. As Naruto felt someone appear behind him, as Genma was the one that appeared. Don't worry, kid. I got your back of this thing, head south. As Naruto glanced up, you're one of the only few who do, he said. I thank you for that. Genma smirked, you know, kid. You're nothing like what I remember from last month. Kind of digging it, but you should still pull a prank every now and then, he said, balancing the senbon in his mouth. As Naruto was about to respond until he felt it. The raw, negative emotion of rage, anger, despair, sadness as well. Let's begin. I will not wait any longer, said Gara, as he stood a few feet away from them. Oh shit. I really hope you're as strong as you look, kid, thought Genma, as this kid seemed like a complete psychopath. Alright, to begin the first match of the second round, Naruto Uzumaki vs Gara of the Desert. Are both boys ready? They both nodded. Then, begin! Gara lashed out with a sand spear right towards Naruto. Naruto moved as he pulled his blade off his back and swing. It cut right through the spear. Appearing beside Gara, Naruto swinged his blade but a massive wall of sand appeared. He was forced to flip and jump away. As Naruto came to a stop and slammed his blade in the ground. Water style. Great collision wave, he said. He blasts a torrent of water right towards Gara. Gara blocked the attack, but it was taking a lot more chakra to control his hand. As Naruto flashed through hand sign, water style, he'd missed jutsu. Up in the stands. That's Zabuza's jutsu. Sakura said, "Can you guys see into the mist?" asked Guy. No. The kid make it even thicker than Kushimaru's. Said Asuma, remembering his battle with one of the 7 ninja swordsmen in the past, Kushimaru. And he did the same jutsu, but it wasn't this thick. Back in the arena, Gara frowned as his sand was becoming impossible to control, as the water below him started to spike up and soak his body. He was not seen or could he hear his opponent, and Gara started to become frightened. Naruto decided to make it worse. 1, 2, I'm coming for you. His voice sounding extremely creepy. 3, 4, I'm coming for more. Gara stepped back as he saw a shadow, but there was nothing there. 5, 6, throw some blood into the mix. A brutal hit slammed across Gara, forcing him to stagger back. He rushed out with his sand, but it was so slow it wouldn't really hit anything, but there was nothing there. He brought his hand towards him closely. 7, 8, death is your fate. A vicious killer intent rolled out of the mist. The people in the stands felt chill run down their spines. 9, 10, slash! Gara cried out in pain. Gara looked down to see the blade going through his hand, and it tear into his left bicep. Naruto ripped the sword out, causing the blood to splatter as he touched Gara's face. My blood? It's my blood! He screamed. I'll kill you! The people were confused. All they heard was the singing. The demonic singing, and then Gara screaming out. As Naruto sent more Kyuubi chakra to his eyes, as he saw that Gara body had took on a change. Half of his body was covered in wet sand, turning that eye into a shuriken. A golden shuriken with black points in it. As steam spread out as the mist was blown back. The infused Gara released a dose of Shikaku's power, blowing away all the mist and also steaming out his sand, making it rather hot, as the chakra was quite corrosive and hot as well. As Gara stood there, a sick twisted grin. Come Uzumaki, make me feel alive. As Naruto knew that this was not in time to play around, this was time that he end this. As he lowered himself, dropping his hands to his side, Gara sent his hand forward as Naruto's body started to bubble. Red, almost orange, chakra started to spike off his body. Gara raised the eyebrow as he watched. His sand was ripped apart. As Naruto moved, the ground literally exploded underneath in the water, shooting up to the sky with the amount of speed that he was running with. As Naruto pulled the blade and dashed forward, his eyes turning blood red with slits in them, his body undergoing a change. As Gara looked up as Naruto was above him, as he brought down the cleaver blade. But guys, to be in subscribe right here. If you want to see the next part, then do like, subscribe, comment down below. Turn on that bell notification as they posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, remember to stay tuned for there's what is coming your way over in Making 2 and Making 3. Yes, that's right, I indeed have 3 channels that I post what I find every single day for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, without further ado, I'm off now. See you guys soon. Peace.